Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today I want to talk about something I thought I did talk about, but obviously I didn't. I want to talk about postpartum depression. The reason I want to talk about this is because, in the past couple months, I have quite a few moms call me and discuss their depressions. What I realize is they are not really aware they are having a depression, and most of them start the sentence like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Because they have a perception of themselves, how they should be, how they behave, but then they go to this phase of they just simply cannot control themselves. They feel very overwhelmed. They feel they are no longer who they were before. So in this case, as I dig in, I very often find out they just give birth to the baby. Yes, even though they heard this term before, postpartum depression. They still most of people would believe I'm so far from it, and I have nothing to do with it. So anyway, so I felt I would do this episode and hopefully quickly run down things with you guys so you can really prepare for yourself. I'm the mother of two, so I, like many of you, really believe I'm far from getting myself depressed. But I can tell you, postpartum depression is as real as you can get. If many of you believe there's existence of depression, postpartum depression is almost unpreventable. It's based on a lot of things, There's some situation where make it seems not as bad, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. So I hope to share with you my personal, experience, and then see if that will help you to cope with it. In the previous episode, I did mention for people to get depressed, it doesn't matter you're pregnant or not. If you want to get depressed, it's mostly because your soul, body, mind don't come to the agreement, or they are far off. So when they are imbalanced in a very big scale, you will feel depressed. And we're just talking about normal people. Now, for a pregnant woman, postpartum depressions have a lot to do with not just, it's part of soul, body, mind imbalance, but it also have a lot more to do with that. When women are pregnant, their hormone build up, which you all know. If you don't know, you do know your girlfriend or wife tend to get emotional before their period. If you understand that, you should understand when mother they are pregnant or getting ready for delivery, their hormones do get built up. They build up to share. They build up so that you will see they become fuller. You see they will become more motherly-like. It's mostly because they are preparing their body to get ready to be a mom. But just because their body is getting ready to be a mom, does that mean they mentally are ready to be a mom? Mind you, nobody born to know how to be a mom. They don't. We will read a lot of books while we are expecting. We will go through video after video, preparing ourselves. And because we've done so much study of it, we thought we know how to do it. But it's as real as you go to school, study everything you need to know about the job, then you believe you are fully prepared. And once you get to the real world, you realize, oh my God, the universe never teach me that. The school never teach me that. So it's basically how every mom feel once they see that baby real in front of them. Most of people think, well, your mom, you should know. We don't. We really don't. When the kid's crying, what the hell are you crying? Why wouldn't you stop crying, right? You go through a lot of things in your head. And most of you have the perception believing, if you have one kid, you should know what to do with a second. Well, that's based on if my kids are factory manufactured, but they are not. So they are very different personality. They have different preference. Every kid is like a brand new text all over again. I thought I knew, but I don't. I really don't. But the only difference is, because we've been abused so badly by the first one, the second one, we build this called endurance. That doesn't mean we know. We just build the endurance. We can handle drama a little bit better, but is it still overwhelmed? Yes, it is still very overwhelmed. So if you understand your physical hormone is really building up and all of a sudden wants a baby, at that time it wasn't seem too bad because you really try to get yourself ready to be a mom and you're really sharing your hormone with another soul. But once they deliver, now you got all this hormone, you don't know what to do. So you might cry easily, you might get emotional. But on top of that, let's talk about reality. Reality is most of people have a self-expectation. Self-expectation is I want to be a good person. I want to be good at what I'm doing. That's normally when we grow up in a family. I want to be a good daughter. I want to be a good son. I want to be a good somebody. When we go to school, we want to be a good student. We want to be a good friend. We want to be a good somebody. Then we want to be a good wife, good in-law, good blah, 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 blah. Now we have this child. We want to be a good mom. And that's exactly why we study so much before the baby was delivered. But we simply try and try and try, and we don't know how to put everything together because probably before you even deliver, you already don't think you are good enough, daughter good enough, in-law good enough, wife, whatever that is. Now with this baby, everything on top of it, you start feeling you just completely fail your life. You were pretty good at work, you're pretty good at doing things, and now this person just keep crying and will not stop. You do everything you can. And I've got that little cute as hell baby just would not stop crying. Very often I heard mom telling me how they sit at home and are crying with kids. I really had to suggest you have to do that. Cry out. You do have to cry out because after you cry out, I hope you realize how much expectation you put upon yourself. So understand you are trying so hard to be a good being, and in that particular moment you feel like you fail yourself. Oh my God, I'm such a loser. I'm such a failure. Not only I cannot keep the house tidy, I cannot even keep this little being in control and all that. And then your hormone is in the meanwhile playing trick on you. So what I'm saying is, postpartum depression is as real as it could be. It is. Because not only your hormone, as your being of always try to do good, always try to meet people's expectation. So disregard how your hormone playing trick on you. A lot of stress comes from the self-expectation, expectation from your in-law, expectation from your own family, expectation from your husband, or expectation from the society. They expect you to be a certain way. So those are kind of stress you simply cannot handle. Most of husbands just saying, what's a big deal? It is big deal. Understand how your boss stress you out. You come back home, oh my God, I'm so stressed, it's so much work, and my boss is being such an ass, and then I am so stressed. Understand, your wife just delivered a baby. Forget about the hormone, all right? She have all that expectation on her, not just 1, 2. At that point, it's probably 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter what she does. It doesn't matter how many books you read. The baby simply doesn't come with a manual saying follow the step and I will sleep through the night. They don't. So at the meanwhile, it's like you trying to figure out a job, or you trying to figure out so overwhelmed workload at work, you feeling stressed. Your wife who just gave birth most likely feel that too. So what I'm saying is, there are some people saying the postpartum depression really depending on the husband, how supportive husband is. Being a husband, all the time, I get it. You don't know what to do. You don't really know what to do. You were thinking, well, I'm working so hard when I come back. Can you just make the kids shut up because I just want to get quiet? Imagine that annoyance that you feel when kids are crying. The woman had to listen to that whole day. Sometimes at night because they simply will not sleep through the night. Sometimes they will wake up 2, 3, 4 times at night, and then you complaining you have to work next day that you need that sleep. Imagine that your other half simply had not sleep for many days. Because every waking moment she is under stress of expectation, how to be good, how can I keep everything under control, and then she couldn't. So I think it really does make sense when I heard a sentence like, your postpartum depression really depending on how supportive your other half is. It does help. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It does help. Because how you can come back and say, what can I do for you? A lot of people will come help you in a way that they think you need this kind of help. And then when you were doing it, you're getting frustrated because that's not how you like to be helped. They get frustrated too. They say, what's your problem? I'm helping you, and why are you still so emotional? Why are you so unappreciated? Yeah, because you don't understand how chaotic it is. You don't understand chaotic. If I lock you with a crying baby for 2, 3 days, just one day you are going about crazy. Going 2, 3 days, 4, 5, 6, consider you only have 2 hours sleep every night or broken sleep every night. You never sleep all the way through. In about day 4, you're probably going mental already. So now understand that. They're probably very active. They try to figure out things and they don't know what's going on. They are like a new person in a new job. They're trying to figure things out as well. At this point, the best way to help them is how do you need me to help? How do you want me to help you? Then if a lot of time they say, I don't know, most of women say, I don't know, and I tell you why they say, I don't know. Because society teaches us, if we ask for help, we kind of fail us. That means if we ask for help, we're really not good enough. So most of people are afraid to help. And you have this wife really try to juggling things and really try to be good, really try to do good. And she just failed. The last thing she needs is another evidence to prove she is failing. And I don't know. So at this point, if you really want to help, the best way to do is think about routine. Think about routine is, even though she have a baby, and even though she's active, even everything seems very tired, what things that happen every day with or without baby? You know what I meant? With or without baby. So with or without baby, I still eat dinner. Usually my wife cook dinner, and I expect that. Now she's so overwhelmed, maybe I will take that load from her. Do you want me to cook dinner? Do you want me to get dinner ready? And what else do you need help? Laundry. Do you do laundry? I mean, before the baby, does the laundry need to be done? Does the house need to be clean? A lot of husbands will come back. Why is house such a mess? Well, if you had a mouth to complain, you have the hand to do the work as well. There's a reason why it's a mess. And then at this chaotic time, all the moment, while we try to juggle things, try to figure things out, it will be helpful if you simply pick up the tasks that need to be done with or without baby. Because, I mean, you do laundry, right? I hope. You do clean the house, right? Anything you notice, you complain, the last thing the wife needs is another complaint to show how she failed to be a mom. So yes, I do have to say The support is very important. If many of you can support your other half and you really don't know where to start with the task that need to be done with or without baby. Anyway, so instead of complaining, why is it so dirty? Come on, use that time to go cleaning up. I'm pretty sure she would really appreciate it. You know, a lot of husbands like to say, oh, when I see the house clean, I feel so excited or, horny or whatever. It's the same goes to the woman. The same thing. And then you wonder why a lot of women after, they give birth, everything is all broken, they don't want to do it. There's a good reason for it. Not only they're physical in pain, they're emotionally not getting support. So what they do is they tend to grow detached from you because they don't know how they can, heal themselves. As for many of you, mom, when you sense the depression coming up, when you sense you have failed the world, you have failed of being a human being, and that everything you did is just bad enough. I think the biggest things that really help you is give up your self-expectation. I mean, give yourself a break. You are new in this. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter how many books out there tell you this is better. You have to figure these kids out yourself. It doesn't, because every kids are different. Every kids come with complete different manual, but they don't have manual to begin with. But anyway, every kid's different. So don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't. I mean, I get it. You read all the book. I get it. You prepare yourself for this day. I get it. You want to have babies since you were born or something. But don't be so harsh on yourself. Like, take a break. If you feel like, oh my God, I just don't want to be a mom right now, right here, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? Call someone to help. Call someone. Someone can help you. Ask for help. Do ask for help. Don't keep everything to yourself. Don't keep all those expectations to yourself. You're going to stress yourself too much. So do ask for help, and then tell them how you like to be helped. Don't just project within yourself, no, I can ask for help, because then that is another way of saying that I'm failing again. Don't. So do take a break. Do work out if you have to. Do go have a cup of coffee if 30 minutes will give you like, oh my God, it's quiet. The world is in peace. Do that. Because only when you are fully relaxed, you can come back and be a good mom. You can be emotionally available for your kids. Especially at the beginning of the time, mom and the children have this kind of universal spiritual connection. There's a reason for that too, because they help you to know where each others are. So your emotion take a big part of their well-being. So anyway, usually it will get better. It will get better. Depending on you, depending on how your home circumstances is, it usually would take somewhere around 6 months or 8 months if you remember to take care of yourself. So anyway, I can talk about this forever. I just want to kind of share with you all a little bit of depression. If you have gone through the postpartum depression, you just give birth, you're a new mom, and you have all those expectations of yourself. What I'm saying is, don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't panic. Like, I think I'm gonna call Ruowen and figure out what's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you, really. Like, nothing's wrong with you. So just take a good break. Go for a walk, go for a trip, go for a coffee, do something, take some classes. I know your mind will say, oh my God, I cannot be so selfish. I cannot just take care of myself and not care for my baby. Your husband is also the parents of the baby. So it's okay, you take a little break. So anyway, hope this will help many of you to have a more balanced motherhood life. I mean, it will get better. No, it doesn't get better. It kind of get worse. But it is through the learning back and forth, then you grow. Both of you both of you, or 3 of you, a whole family of you, I don't know, have a chance to grow into a better being. So anyway, if you are interested in what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook, or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.